Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith, the Black Quantities VTF here, T3 Live with this week's market wrap-up, and it happens to be a monthly wrap-up and a quarterly wrap-up and all that kind of stuff. The only thing that's not going to end is the year. So what that means is I do a macro video every month updating the quarterlies and the yearly charts, and now we're going to have all new quarterlies, and that's good, and you get that macro vid from here right here at T3 Live. And I'll talk about that in a second. I did this morning. But this morning we started with Tesla. What are we going to do with the Tesla, right? So Tesla, there's a few ways to take this one and take this thing down today. And the first one, when you understand there's only three types of reversal, was off the 1 minute right at the beginning. I know everybody's not going to trade a 1 minute chart, but gaps down, right? And so this is a 2 because it went below the previous 1 minute, which was yesterday. Big gap down. Rallies back. Then goes 2 back up in here, and this is your 2-2 reversal back in here. 2 down, 2 up, 2 back down, right off the 1 minute. Boom, right here, just over 275. Never comes back really. Well, actually, it did kind of come back on that because what we did then is you go to the 60. Have you ever heard of me say a rev strat? It's something you'd want to know about. Let's take a look. Right here, inside bar, right? So that's an equilibrium. And then you get this bar to try and go inside and up, but it stays in the mother bar. And remember, we're looking for the downside pretty much on this thing. Then, when it comes back through here, guess where the bottom picker stops are? Here, here, and here. Bam. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go to 7 so maybe you can see it a little bit better. Here you go. Boom. Right? This takes all these guys out, bottom pickers. Right? And down here. And, you know, nice little $7, $8 trade, whatever. And then if you go to a 3 minute, you're going to see this. There's things you want to look for on the shorter term or anything really when you're trading. Take it here. When it pops up, right, and then you look for the reversal. So it goes up, inside on the 3 minute, back down. Pops up, inside on the 3 minute, bam, hit that, the 2-1-2 reversal. Right, you got one here. You got one here. And so there was a whole lot of ways in on Tesla, and it's... So we'll see. That was good. So outside of that, like I said, it's end of the quarter. I also had NVIDIA today. And do I talk about broadening formations? I do. And NVIDIA takes care of business on this one. You're going to see this daily clear as day. Higher high, lower low, higher high, lower low. Ready, gap, and go. Bam. All right, so we're in on that one. That was nice, too. We've been having a lot of shenanigans stocks. These little guys are jumping around. And that's YN today. If you look at the 15. Inside 15, 2-1-2 momentum hammer up, all right? The 2-1-2, 15 are back down, 2-1-2, 15 are back up. Drops in, then the 2-1-2 inside 15 and all the way back down. Thanks for playing. So we've had a lot of stuff like that. Certainly the quarter was TLRY. Who will forget that? Who will forget this thing, this little ditty? All that kind of stuff. And once again, from the macro stuff, that with the quarterly charts, like I said, if you want to really try and catch bigger moves, hang out on the quarterlies and the yearlies, because what that means is that you have the whole quarter to look for shorter term setups. On the yearly setups, you have all year to look for more setups on that stuff, because any signal that you look at, like whatever you use, right? If you go on the longer term stuff, that then you have the lesser time to reconfirm it. So it's the same thing. All prices uniform. So you can see inside quarter for the up, AIC, boom. Nice. That took the quarter out. 166.08. I said this morning you had the SPY going inside quarter of the up over 279.48. And then the thing about that is then you just look at it, the SPY again. As the SPY was 2 months good, and then this month, no good. All right? And you go inside week. But for this month, you know, doji doing, that's okay. Once it starts dojiing, you just go somewhere else. But you had that other and longer term stuff, which is good. And QQQ, inside month, drying up into nothing, right? If we known that, we have. You don't trade that, right? So you stick on them good ones. And like I said this morning, in the quarterlies, had some nice healthcare with the Lilly, the Pfizer, Abbott Labs, right? And that also tells you where you might want to be, right? Also, EW, when I talk about mixing it up here and going to the yearly, you see this? Inside year to the upside, and EW above 121.45. And then we go back to the monthly chart of EW and we look for something like this. Shooter, hammer. right? Stop them out. Is this in my course? You bet it is. Stop them out, do real move, right? So that was real nice, and the good thing was that was above here just this month, above 146.70, now 174.10. It also had you in before the gapper because you get the two down, two back up reversal. See that? That's how you get in on a daily. Two down into here, bam. All right, so some good stuff there. We go to Sarepta. And Sarepta, whenever you stay inside of a big bar, these revert to an inside 2-monther. So this was still good to go after because on Sarepta on the year, inside year and up, and that's important because it's consolidation, outside, inside, and then bam. All right. So we've had all year to go after that, and that's part of the way how you can go after that, and we can talk about that another time. We'll stay in the macros for a second because also that tells you which ones are going down. Win resorts on the quarter, red on the year now. Inside to quarter down, the 2-1-2 reversal for the quarter down below 162. Give me 127. We'll take that. Interactive brokers, that was nice too. You got the shooter 2 reversal back down below 63.43. We'll take about $8 on that. We'll take that. AMD was nice too because we also look for the 3-2, the outside up, and that was over 1734, and there you go. We'll take that. Let's see, anything else we got to talk about? No, I think, what we're going to leave it at here is we end the quarter. We want to take a look at everything. And the problem is we got the broader averages doing kind of nothing, right? So what's the next 2? And a 2 takes out one side of the range. So for SPY, what we want to know about, right? Because we're like, I think the market's going to crash. I'm like, do you? Because if it's going to do that, it better take out this month's lows. Right, so next month, starting off, we're going to look at 286.71 on the downside, 293.94 on the upside. QQQ here inside 186.49 and 180.44 on either side of that. That's something we're going to know about. And as long as it stays outside of that stuff, you can look for those reconfirmation stuff. All right, well, the quarter's over, and that was fun, and we'll stay on it. Hopefully get more of this pot stock, Tesla news, and all that kind of stuff, and these little guys jumping around. Always lots to do, and certainly join me during the day, 12:30 Eastern. I'm on Facebook, on the T3 Live Facebook. I do a halftime show, and I talk about all this stuff while it's happening, so I can point you in the right direction for the rest of the day. Wednesday night, or Tuesday night, an hour after the close, I come to the T3 Live YouTube and do the Wheels in Motion show, and I tell you what all this stuff is doing to keep you going for the rest of the week. So certainly join me for that. All right, I hope you all had a great week and have an even better weekend. I'm Rob Smith with the Black Quantage VTF here at T3 Live with this week's Market Wrap-Up.